Okay, now I had a request um, from one of my subscribers. I won't. I had a request to maybe do a good square off shot, do a better job of the final view of this painting. I won't mention any names, but Paul, this is for you. Uh, this kind of painting is not my most popular type of technique, but but I personally love it. What seems to be very popular these days is really bright colors, really dramatic, vast changes between high and low values. Yeah, very intense colors. So this is a little more smushy. That's a technical term. But I love it. It's a mountain scene. It's the kind of thing I like. So I suppose what I'll do is I've squared the camera off now. Obviously, I can't fill fill the screen because the painting is a different shape than the screen. But I should be able to zoom in more closely yet. And I'll just pick a few spots here, just to illustrate again the mess that it is. Sorry for my camera work, but it is what it is. You can see there's still a bit of the wash-in or the tint showing through in places, but not a crazy amount. I don't let it worry me. I love doing a painting like this. I don't have to worry about keeping those sharp lines around things. Frankly, it's a much easier technique than I usually use. Just because I'm not worried about the lines, I can just kind of go in and jump in and play. And because I'm not that practiced at it, there are people who are much better at making a sort of a softer indication or representation of a mountainside. But I really like how this one turned out. I don't mind doing this over this painting because honestly, this is one of my personal favorites of the ones that I've done this year. Now that's a matter of taste. I'm not saying it's one of the best paintings. I'm saying it's one of my personal favorites. And yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and taste is subjective. Okay, so you can see that apron in the foreground. I ended up, when I looked at it, I thought I didn't want it too dark in the foreground. I didn't want it too nondescript. And I felt that if I narrowed down, let me just walk in front of it a moment here. If I narrowed down the way it was going, had I narrowed this down to here and this down to here, I'd have yet another chasm in the middle, too close to the middle, and a drop to the middle, where this meets in the middle, where the light is in the middle. It was all too much in the middle, so I decided to flare it out a little bit, and I think that was a good decision. I think that worked well. Anyway, let me loosen this camera up a little bit and see. I'm still getting, from what I can see on the camera screen, the top is still very washed out. Drop that and see if that helps a little bit. It increases the angle of the camera. Looking down more sharply on the painting. Yeah, that does it. And it's squared off mostly. The camera's just a little higher than the canvas. Okay, Paul, I hope that works for you. I do have this other 1216. I tinted it again, pretty much. Just burnt sienna. I have not spent time in the studio today. At least not with any attention paid to what I'm going to paint next. That's probably something I'll play with tomorrow. Okay, sorry, no painting video today, but yeah, just a better view of this canvas. See you soon, guys.